Alright, what is going on, guys? So, today we're going to be talking about Pam's new and old star powers, which one you should use, so which one is better, and yeah, just like their different uses. One of them damages people, and the other one heals people. So, it's really interesting the contrast between these two, and I'm going to be comparing them and telling you which one I think is better. I definitely love to do this for all the star powers, but I'm going to be starting with this one. If you guys want to see more of this kind of stuff, let me know in the comments, leave a like below, and yeah, let's hop right into it. Alright, so Mama's Hug, Pam's old star power. Now, this healed her for 30 damage for every piece of her main attack that she hit. So her main attack was Scrap Storm. Or is. I don't know why I said was, it still is. And Scrap Storm has 9 shots. So basically, if she hits all of her Scrap Storm, she will heal around 270 health. So that's for each attack, right? So that's not bad. I mean, in most cases, when people are halfway to you, then she'll hit around half her Scrap Storm, which is still, I guess, a couple themes of health. So what did this help her with? This helped a lot with her survivability. Combined with her healing turret, she always has more healing than you think she would. So she has a lot more health than you would think. So it's a lot harder to kill her. So that really helps with her survivability. It helps her as a gem carry, you know. And a bonus is that it actually heals your teammates. So it's like a team ability. It's pretty decent in every mode she was used in. Showdown, it can still be used. And yeah, it was just an overall okay star power. And it was never really that good, but it was always a decent star power. And I think people got used to Pam's new star power, and something that's been affecting how good people think her new star power is they're not used to not having that extra health. Because this extra health, even though it's it's basically 100 extra health per attack that she does, it really helped her win mid against Poco and Jean, just because it was really hard for them to damage her because they're already super low DPS as a mid. Jean not really, unless he's poking her from a long range. So she really overpowered Poco as a mid. She was basically, everyone just thought of her as a counter to Poco. And I think if you use her new star power, she'll be less of a counter to Poco. But she still probably will be with her turret. So, yeah, that's basically Pam's new star power. I'd say it makes her a better gem carrier. And yeah, it was a decent star power. I mean, I liked it. I always thought it was useful. I never really calculated the health, but I didn't realize it was so little, so it's not as helpful as you think, but it's still decent. So now let's talk about Pam's new star power. Alright, so Mama's Squeeze. Healing turret now also damages enemies for 300 damage per second. Now you're reading this, you're like, okay, it damages enemies, but you don't even really notice the 300 damage, to be honest. That's such a minimal amount of damage to be damaging enemies, especially if they have to be within your healing turret. So you're what can this be used for? So initially, people look at this and they're like, no one's gonna be stupid enough to walk in the healing turret and do that. But this basically, before with Pam, you could ignore her healing turret. But now, people have to waste their shots on her healing turret. You have to kill it now. So it's great area control, and that's what people don't realize. This is gonna be amazing area control for Pam. And this is why I think her new star power is way better than her old star power. Cause sure, the healing does help, but this area control, basically makes it so people can't walk in your healing turret unnecessarily like want to break it, because no one's gonna think in their mind, oh, I'll walk over this and I'll take damage. So people are gonna avoid it, so they're gonna avoid that area of the map, especially because this damage is gonna make it so people can't heal up. So you can use it to like choke people when they try to walk back, and just like, it's amazing area control. And like another thing is that if they don't have a thrower, then you can put this behind a wall and they can't break it. And basically, like, the area that is above the wall, they like won't walk over. So that's amazing area control for jump grab maps like this one, actually, that just like there's walls. So like if they don't have a thrower, you can just put your turret like behind a wall and they won't be able to break it, especially if they have like a Poco gem carrier mid. It takes so many shots for him to kill Pam's turret, it's just insane. So that's why I think Pam's new star power is way better than her old one. Yes, her old one's good, but like, let's be real, Pam's new star power is going to be way better. And now we're going to talk about which modes I think each star power will be better in. Some of them I think it'll be indifferent, you can use either one and it'll be about the same. So yeah, let's hop into it. Alright, so we're going to start off with Pam's strongest mode, which I would think is Gem Grab. So, in Gem Grab, honestly, I don't think it matters which star power you use. They're both good. I think a Pam, I don't know, it'd be hard to say. I don't know which Pam would win in a 1v1. I think they do about the same. Like, they both help her be a better gem carrier. Pam's old star power with the healing, giving her more of a presence on the map, and Pam's old star power giving her more area control in the mid. So I think they both do around the same thing in that regard. So next would be Bounty. Bounty, I think probably her new one would be a little bit better, just for like if you're gonna play Pam in Bounty. Like, obviously you're not running a very good comp, she's not that good in Bounty, but like you could, at the end when you guys are pushing up, and like if you're losing and you're trying to get the last gem, you could throw her healing station all the way up and like deny a huge area like in their spawn in Bounty. So I think her new star power would be way better. Siege, I think her old star power should be better on most maps. There's like one Siege map, I would say her new... No, actually, I'd say her new star power is better than her old one. There's like one map where her old one would be better, but they removed that from the game. It was like the really wide open one. I forgot what it's called. A bunch of people were depressed it was removed. So I think her old one would be better simply because like you can go up and damage the safe with it, I guess. Or like just area control in Siege is also pretty important. With the new Siege, not so much, but it's still kind of important. So yeah, I think it'd be better than her new one, or better than her old one, just because it just gives that area control that her new one doesn't. And there's like a ton of tanks, so like they would have to damage themselves to kill it, which would also help. In Brawl Ball, I think her new one would be better, just because a lot of maps you can like position it like behind a wall, and most teams don't run throwers in Brawl Ball. So yeah, I think it'd be really good for her. Let's see, what mode is left? Heist, I don't know. I feel like her new star power would be good. Yeah, I think it's better than her old. So I'd say pretty much old star power is worse in almost every mode, except for like Gem Grab. Maybe Siege is better, I need to test it out. I'm not sure which one is better in Siege, so yeah. I just think the area control is super important in a lot of modes, especially Brawl Ball. So yeah, I think her old star power is way better in most modes. Oh yeah, Showdown. So in Showdown, I'd honestly have to say on most Showdown maps, I think her old star power will be better. But her new star power will be super useful on maps with a lot of grass. like Feast or Famine or like Cavern Churn, because you can use her turret to see if anyone's in the grass, and it takes up such a huge radius on those maps in the grass, so you can protect yourself, because if anyone goes into that radius, they're going to take damage, so you can see them. So yeah, it's really super. That's another thing I forgot to mention. Her new star power is super useful for checking grass. If you're not sure if someone is checking grass, you can always just chuck your turret down, like behind. If they're like behind a wall, you can chuck the turret down next to you, like right beside the wall, so they can't kill it if there is someone in there, and then you can see if someone's behind there. So yeah, that'd be super useful in a lot of situations, I think, in Showdown. But overall, her old star power would be better in my opinion. So yeah, to sum it up, I think the old star power is worse than the new star power slightly. I think the new star power is going to be slightly better, and people should start using it. Let me know if I missed something down in the comments. You can tell me whether you agree or disagree. It won't hurt my feelings. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one.